So yeah, um, yeah, that's pretty. I was tempted to like stop the video like in the middle and say, or you could just shuffle the tails face down rather than like pushing yourself to the limit. I guess the reason they don't do that is just because like I don't know, it's just like impolite or something. I don't know. But yeah, we got this ability just now. It's called the 5-second stack, basically. And yeah, that intro was pretty bad. And of course, you interrupts my Ricci right away. So a little bit on the translation this chapter. I had like, it's kind of weird. Like in Japanese, everyone just calls him either Shimpu-san or Osan. Shimpu-san means like priest, only specifically Catholic priest. And then Osan just is a very polite way of saying old man. Like, I went to Catholic school, and if we ever called our priest like old man or like priest, we would get heavily scolded. So, like, I imagine that, like, because he's like a kind old man and stuff, like, he would be fine with it in English if they just called him "Hey priest" or something like that. But I still didn't feel right, like, just translating it as Mr. Priest or whatever. So I had everyone call him Father Jinbo, because that's what we called our priest. We called him like well, we actually called him Father Bob, because Bob was his name, but we never called him just Bob on its own or anything. Okay, this is a 4-7 weight, and it's pretty much dead. He's got 4 tiles out. Dora is Haku. There's 2 of those out, so this is really bad. I don't even want to reach on this trash. I would. Always backfires. Like, regardless of what I do, it's always a backfire.
Rom. Leech. Doraichi.
Are you live blogging the World Cup, buddy? So we can know about the important events going on in the world. Oh crap! Could I have stopped? I could have stopped that. I just got caught up in the game. Well, I guess you'll be able to see it. Yeah, his ability is to win within like 3 turns, obviously. And I have to use my ability before he uses his during the wall stacking. During the tile stacking section. This is a really good hand, but unfortunately, I'm positive that I will not be winning with it. If I do, it will be like a fluke. Nonetheless, I'll try for it. I mean, it's happened before that I've beat him with just normal luck. I don't know, maybe. I'm in Tenpai if I draw it here, or like someone plays it. I'm still not drawing it. What is this? Okay. So yeah, if you let him, he can get to Paren-chan very easily, and his gauge fills up like pretty much once he wins. Like, if he wins, his gauge will be full. Pretty much. That's how it, because his gauge is pretty low and it fills up very quickly. So you have to act quickly, and you have to, holy crap, I need to. You have to act quickly, and you have to act like, just to play for big hands and stuff. So you need to like beat him correctly. Okay, alright, let's reach. So how many people here are watching the World Cup while they're watching this? curious because I know, like I'm not gonna tear you away from the World Cup. That's like such a huge event. Oh my god, I could have won that. There we go. Right, Itsu, Rishitsu, Tsumo, Manga. Alright. So that puts us in the lead. We are not the dealer yet. Oh, Jinbo is the dealer now. Imita? I'll show you in just a second. Oh, I think he used it already. Yeah, he used it just like a little bit ago. It lowered both mine and Yu's luck down to bare, like, nothing. Down to 0. That's his ability, to lower all his opponents' luck gauges down to 0. I.e., he didn't lower Jinbo's at all, because he's on the same side. So. And this battle is one that I'd say it's like this one and the next one are probably the ones that gave me the most trouble in my original playthrough. I know for a fact that I got super lucky on the final boss. Like, I watched a Let's Play of it, and like on the final boss, like the Let's Player got hung up like for hours and stuff. So I know that I got super lucky because I beat him in one try. But this one did legitimately give me trouble the very first time I played it. So okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's reach here.
Reach.
Oi. Okay, does that fill his luck gauge up? I mean, his power gauge, yes, it does. And he's in the lead now. And he's also the dealer, so 3 very good reasons to stop his ability right here by pounding on the triangle button. Yeah, I don't think I ever finished my sentence, but yeah, like, I guess that's just like one area where, usually it's the opposite, but I guess that's one area where, English is more respectful in their language than Japanese, because, like, we never just say priest, you know, by itself. I'm gonna reach on this even though it's Dora weight, just because, well, specifically because it's the Dora weight, actually. So if I win with it, it'll be Chitoi Dora Dora reach Tsumo for Haneman. Just like that. This first song I might... might actually go better for us. I mean, we might be able to clear this on the first try. I don't know why I had such trouble with forming that sentence, but I did. Because we're already past his last dealer turn, so we just got like really lucky here. Usually it doesn't go that well. Like if you let him, if he wins a hand before you can fill up your 5-second stacking ability, you can just get into a cycle of endless like wins, like dealer wins, just over and over and over, and like you only have like 1 or 2 turns of charge up each time, and basically like you're just waiting for your gauge to fill up to some capacity, and he just keeps getting win after win after win, and you're just biding your time until he gets the inevitable pod enchan. But thankfully that doesn't look like it's going to be happening, at least not in this one. So yeah, part of the reason why, like, I didn't want to explain why I was doing it, but before this started, unless you got here late, you probably saw that I was streaming the Tetsuya game, I mean, not the game, but the Tetsuya anime. And I pretty much skipped to the last arc with Boshu. And the reason I wanted to do that was because Boshu plays a pretty big role in this arc, even though he's not with us anymore. This is Pingfu. So I'm gonna... yeah, I'll dom a 10. Good thing I did. Okay. You can't run off us as usual, but okay, his power gauge is filled up, so it's possible that he will get a Yakuman fairly shortly here. Mika says. Yeah, and you always gotta keep an eye out, on Jinbo's power gauge, because in this game, like even in this situation, like in this game, he sometimes gets like like hands that are more than just trash hands, you know. Sometimes he gets like 3,900 or something, and if you're close enough to him, that can be enough. So you usually like outside of like specific situations where you have a huge lead and stuff, it's usually not a good idea to let him win if you can avoid it. So alright, so we're gonna reach these purely for speed here. Speaking of speed, look at this guy. Okay, so he's close enough to me now that, like, I don't know, a Mangan Sumo or something. I don't know. I just don't want him to let him get off a quick win. So I'm gonna stop his ability. I think we could get this right on our first try, like, miraculously. Yeah, it's just kind of like whenever Danshi's not around, everything goes super smoothly. But the minute he joins in, it's like, Tenho! Yakumanda! Oh yeah, and Imita lowered our luck gauges, our respective luck gauges. And if he wins with like a non-only hand, that's fine. That's actually exactly what we're after. Same goes for Jinbo. Okay. Looking alright. I'm just gonna go Tanya here. I'm not really too afraid of dealing in right now. Because they both look like they have cheap hands. So, you know, I can survive with just a trash hand. Let's see. Yeah. Looks pretty cheap. Okay, so that's the game. D. Okay, and we just got the Daisong Gen Bomb. It allows you to stack. It allows you to get Chun Chun Chun, Haku Haku Haku, Hatsu 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 in your starting hand, so it's pretty broken. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that Jinbo didn't put up more of a fight there, because he usually does. He usually does. I don't know. I'm actually kind of hoping that we'll get a little bit more unlucky in this next one, so we can see what he has to offer. But for now, let's watch the cutscene.